Question maybe for both of you guys. I'm sure you've gotten into your New Mexico State prep at this point. Just curious your thoughts on number 0, Teddy Allen, and then how do you feel like you're equipped with this bigger starting lineup that you have to defend him? Looks like you have a number of bodies that match him from a physicality and size standpoint that you can throw his way.
Teddy is he's a good offensive player. So a lot of focus is going to be on him a lot. So that was a big lineup we have. We could switch to 1 through 5. Anybody could guard him, especially in transition. So I feel comfortable with the versatility we have to be able to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, we could switch. He had the ability to do that, and just him scoring over length all night, I think that'd be a big challenge for him. So, we're gonna make it as hard as we can for him.
Go ahead.
Yep. As for both guys, maybe Trey, you could take it first, and then Aggies. Devo came off the bench, scored 14. I got to add it up, but Hog Stats, he knows all the stats. I think he said that Devo's averaging 14 in NCAA Tournament games, including last year, so I think that's 5 games. And then he's averaging about 8 in the others. Not bad, but what do you think it is about him that makes him play so well in NCAA Tournament games? Maybe Trey and then Aggies could take that.
I honestly have no idea. I guess he's just real good in postseason. But, he's a great spark we need, and, we hope he can continue to, produce.
Just pick it off what Trey was saying. Devo is an amazing player, He's just a gifted player. He have games that he could just snap and go off, and that's what we need from him. The last couple of games he's been doing that, and he's been doing it very well coming off the bench.
For both guys, JD's had more than a handful of games this year where he's picked up a couple fouls in the first half, and then he's come back and had a pretty big second half offensively. Just what do you guys make of those runs, and just kind of how he can get on one of those sprees kind of after refocusing at the break?
That's JD. He's a scorer. We expect that from him every game, and we do our best ability to get him good looks. He struggled with fouling early, and I challenge him all the time to kind of fall away from that, but. Yeah, he's our scorer, and we expect that out of him.
Yeah, we expect a lot out of JD, especially if we know if he's not going because he's in foul trouble. Just know the next man up. But once he come back in the game, we know he's going to be that spark and get himself going again. And he's just an amazing player that he could get himself going anyways.
Go ahead, John.
John Worrell with the AP. Just wondering, how much did last year's experience help you, or might help contribute to you knowing where you are and knowing where you need to get, and maybe settle you guys in some ways, for either of you?
Mm-hmm. Well, neither of us were here last year.
That's my bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Neither of us were here last year, but we rely on those guys who have that experience to kind of carry us and help us with anything we need. But that experience from them making that run last year definitely helped this team a lot.
I guess in that sense, Trey, how much do you lean on those guys in knowing that, and in knowing they've been there, and what are some of the things that they tell you at this point?
They don't really tell us much. Just as far as those guys, they matured a lot over that past year, and it showed, and it's helped us a lot. So. That's the biggest thing they can do, is just kind of lead by the example and experience.
Go ahead.
Does this surprise you guys that Muss found time to get down to the Bills Stadium and spend time with the Bills head coach?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Muss is always doing pretty interesting stuff to, excite the team and the fans, so it's pretty cool that he did that.
What did he share with you guys about going down there?
He didn't. He actually didn't tell us anything about it. I just kind of seen it on social media, like you guys.
Just kind of laugh at it?
Yeah.
Aggies, just how has your first NCAA tournament experience been so far? Is it kind of what you expected? Anything surprised you?
Yeah, it's exactly what I imagined. it's bright lights, it's amazing. It gave me chills just by walking in the building and seeing March Madness everywhere. Because when I was younger, I always watched it on TV, watching teams, growing up. But it's just amazing just to be able to play in the tournament my first time.
And then Trey, how does Coach Musselman kind of frame conversations about, not overlooking some of these lower seeded teams, especially a team like New Mexico State that pulled an upset?
Yeah, he's been there before. He emphasized it a lot over the past few days through film. He's been there before. He's played them certain teams, so he know how important it is to really dial in and break down these teams because they're obviously they're pretty good. So, he emphasizes that a lot.
Yes, maybe a couple for each guy. Maybe Trey and then Aggies. I think it was the LSU game in Tampa. I think Devo only played like 5 or 6 minutes. Pretty uncharacteristic. A lot of guys might not deal with that too well. But then he played pretty well against A&M. Obviously played well last night. What did you think about that? What does that say about Devo that he can not play very much and then it doesn't seem to impact him negatively?
Well, not so much of Devo, but our whole team. It's just, you never know who's going to have a good game, and I think that makes our team very special. You just never know who's going to be the guy that night. So, but as far as for Devo, that's just him. He's hungry. He's always going to be hungry, and when the opportunity presents itself, he takes it like the rest of us.
Especially knowing like you're not playing a lot, it can frustrate you a lot, but you could tell like with our team and the guys we have on our team, it don't let it affect us that much. We just be ready when your name called, what coach always say, you just be ready. You never know when your time will come, and he always capitalized on that. Even when he's not playing that much or not playing as good as he want to play, he still stay locked in.
And you guys only had 5 turnovers as a team last night. I didn't know this, but Kayla told me that that's an NCAA tournament record for Arkansas. Arkansas's played 70 NCAA tournament games. What do you think about that? What was the key to handling the ball so well? And Stanley played 40 minutes and did everything except turn the ball over. What do you think about what Stanley did and what you guys did as a team?
We just coach has been preaching to us a lot, even beginning of the season, about taking care of the ball, and that's. With Stan playing 40 minutes without no turnover is amazing, because it's hard to play a 40-minute game without turning the ball over. And once you're doing that, you're doing something great,
Yeah, I just think a lot of the times of us being unsuccessful in games is us beating ourselves by turning the ball over. So Coach emphasizes that a lot, and I think that was a big key of us winning last night was not turning it over. So.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Mike Harrington, Buffalo News. Trey, I do have a basketball question, but first I wanted to ask you, did you see Coach Muss's wife's Instagram of him jumping on the table at a Bills game? Did you see that one or no?
No, I didn't see that one.
Okay. The basketball question is this. You guys come into the tournament yesterday. We saw all the upsets. How difficult is the first game for the top teams, and do you feel a little more comfortable just in the surrounding and the tournament now? Is this one going to be a little bit more of a regular game, even though New Mexico State's a 12 seed, kind of like Vermont was?
Yeah, well, I hope so. I hope we got our first game jitters out, playing in front of the crowd, playing in this atmosphere, and hope we can come out a little more relaxed and play a little better than we started off. But yeah, I hope those jitters are gone. So that's what we're gonna look forward to.
It's for Aggies, I guess, since you missed the Tennessee game with that, I guess it was more of a foot injury than an ankle injury. You played 38, 39, and 40 minutes. I guess just could you walk us through kind of the recovery process there and how it's felt the last few games?
Since the Tennessee game I missed, I had been doing treatment like 48 hours a day, just trying to recover off of that. Doing whatever I could just to keep it pain tolerance down, so I could be able to play. And Matt, our trainer, he did very well at doing that. So with treatment every day, I'm still doing treatment now, just to keep the pain tolerance down and be able to move and things like that. How I usually do.
Okay, go ahead.
That's for both guys. I guess I can't remember exactly when it was. It was in the second half. There was Vermont took a shot and Finn Sullivan jumped way up. He was number 15, and Devo kind of got under him, accidentally and knocked him over. And the guy got up like he was wanting to fight, and Devo got right in his face, and thankfully cooler heads prevailed and all that. But I wonder what you guys remember about that. And I guess what does that say about Devo? He doesn't seem like he's going to take much of anything off somebody else. Like he's ready to defend himself if need be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously it was an accident. He jumped up and kind of landed funny on top of Devo, but Devo ain't gonna back down for nobody. I actually expected that reaction out of him, so it was just the heat of the moment. But at the end of the day, we were trying to win a ball game, so that was the biggest thing.
It was just a heated moment. The guy from Vermont thought he did it on purpose, but it wasn't intentionally. And Devo wasn't going for anything the man was trying to say to him, so he was just trying to take it for himself, and we just had to get the situation under.
It's that time of year as college basketball takes center stage with the tournament finally upon us. If you're looking to wager this year, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your updated odds and info, along with great contests, including the bracket contest, where you can have a chance to take home the top prize. Head over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's BLEAV. BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino games. Bet Online, where the game starts.